This should be, I hope, review from 7th grade. This is a 7th grade standard, but we use it a ton in this unit, and so we are going to review that. First thing, we're going to talk about what's a term and what are like terms. So I'm going to write these definitions up on the board. Would you please do that as well? So terms, if you look at these examples down here, 2x is a term, positive 3 is a term, positive 4x is a term, negative 10 is a term. So they're all separated by addition or subtraction. Those are what we call terms. Like terms are when they're alike, and so you can simplify by combining them. So I'm going to write 2 examples of like terms up here. So here's how I like to remember when we combine like terms. So let me say, for example, you go to McDonald's, right? So you go to McDonald's. I'm going to use Tyler and Sebastian for an example. Tyler wants 2 regular cheeseburgers. He's not a picky eater. He just says, give me 2 cheeseburgers. Sebastian, on the other hand, is like, well, I want a cheeseburger with pickles but no ketchup, and a cheeseburger with pickles but no ketchup, and a cheeseburger with pickles but no ketchup. Does it make sense for him to repeat his order over and over? No. If you have 2 of the same thing, then you want to just say, I want 3 burgers with pickles and no ketchup. Just like Tyler said, I want 2 cheeseburgers. So this is kind of hard to explain. Cheeseburger versus a cheeseburger with pickles and no ketchup. Are those exactly the same?
Nope.
They're a little bit different, right? So the small differences matter. The number in front does not matter, but if this had like an x squared on it, that would be different. So they have to be exactly the same type of variable. Let's see, Sebastian, what's a like term to 2x? What's exactly the same variable as 2x? 4 also has the exact same variable. So 2x and 4x are like terms. There are 2 more like terms in this. Could you please tell your neighbor, what are they? Okay, how about Francesca, what are my 2 other like terms? Yeah, negative 10. So these are like terms because they're the exact same variable. In this case, they don't have a variable, so they're the exact same.
Y and 4y.
Yeah, y and 4y are like terms because their variable is exactly the same. And then Zachary, give me the other pair of like terms.
17x and 24x.
Right, it would be negative 17x and negative 24x. Take the sign in front.
But you got 2.
So the variables are exactly the same, x, x. So please make sure you write down how we combine like terms. Make sure you write down that we take the sign in front. That's really important. We don't want to forget our negatives or positives. Here we go. Step 1, mark your like terms. When you do that, make sure you take the sign in front. When I mark, I usually like circle or underline or box. Do what works for you. Let's see. What's a like term? I'm going to ask, Francesca, what's a like term to 2?
12.
Okay, so I'm going to circle 2. I'm also circling the plus 12. When I say take the sign in front, I'm going to circle what's to the left of it. So 2 and positive 12 are like terms. See how I marked those? So they are marked the same. Okay, the next thing we have is positive 4x. Olivia, what's a like term to positive 4x?
Negative 3x.
Negative 3x and?
X.
Positive x. So now I've marked all my like terms, so I know. Next thing we have to do is add them up. Now I know that sometimes some of you guys struggle with adding and subtracting negatives. I did not let you get a calculator today. You have a number line on your desk. You're going to use it, okay? So just read this from left to right. This is we're going to start with our x's. 4 minus 3. What's 4 minus 3? 1. Okay, so you got 1. What's 1? This is a 1x, right? So now you got 1x plus 1x, which gets me 2x. So today when you're working on your homework, I would like you to use the number line on your desk. I can give you your dry erase marker so you can do that a little bit easier. The next one, we have to add our blue guys. 2 and positive 12. If I add those up, I get 14. So this is my final answer. 2x plus 14. Raise your hand. How about Jovi? What's wrong with this?
None of them have like terms.
Oh my gosh, there's no like terms. Z, Y, X, and no variable. They're all different. So what we say is that this is already simplified. It's done. Oh, what is that? You see that? Already. It can't be simplified anymore because there's no like terms. So this is your final answer, what I just boxed. Okay, please try that one. First thing I do is mark my like terms. Carmez, what's a like term to negative 3y?
Negative 5.
There you go. Okay, and Isabella, what's a like term to positive 6x? Good. So now we're going to add these up. Let's do the ones that are circled in black first. Negative 3 minus 5. If you use your number line, you start at negative 3. You go down 5 more. Where do I end up, guys? Negative 8. And then add on your y.
It's a positive because you're out.
So 6 minus 7 is negative 1, so it's negative 1x.